going on, family? Excuse the noise in the background. I'm doing this video off the cuff. I am on the road. I had to get this out because we got a Tank fan, and y'all see the comment that he left. And this comment is a comment that I'm seeing this from. I'm starting to see this a lot. What they're doing is they're doing damage control for Gervonta Davis and his team, because ever since Devin Haney put on that performance against Regis Prograde, and you haven't really heard much from Tank Davis. All you saw was this little weird ass cryptic tweet saying 2024 and the hush emojis and all this other stuff, meaning he wants the smoke in 2024. Then I'm also hearing that Tank said after his next fight, he's going to call Devin Haney out in the ring, right? But what I'm starting to see is a lot of these comments like this where everybody's saying that Devin Haney is chasing Tank Davis leftover fights. So this guy called the King Stable, he says, I'm going to tell y'all where the cap is with this. Why is Devin trying to fight the same guys Tank put out? Meaning, why is Devin fighting the same guys that Tank already knocked out? First of all, they have a common opponent already, which is Yorioka's Gamboa. They both fought Gamboa, which did absolutely nothing for either one of them, right? Now, who else is Devin trying to fight? Do he mean Barrios? Because I seen that on another channel. Somebody said almost the exact same thing. Because the talks were Mario Barrios was coming up in the chatter about Dev moving up the welterweight to possibly face Keith Thurman. That's like a question mark, because Keith Thurman don't seem very interested. He seemed all over the place. Then you see Tank Davis' team trying to deflect and throw Jerron Boots Ennis onto Devin Haney to further remove Tank from the equation, right? And then Barrios is also a opponent that people are talking about to fight Dev. Here's the thing though. Who else? If he ain't gonna fight Boots right now, if he ain't gonna fight Keith Thurman, who else? He could fight Barrios. Why can't he fight Barrios? Barrios is a welterweight now. He's not gonna be drained like Tank did. Tank drained Barrios, right? He drained him. He put a weight clause on him. Are you gonna talk about that? So even if Devin did fight Barrios at welterweight, who gives a fuck? Look who Dev just fought for a real belt. So he's entitled to go up there and fight a welterweight where, you know, a weight class that Gervonta Davis will never go to. He just cap and run his mouth talking about knocking out Crawford at welterweight and all this. Okay, Crawford ain't got a chin. Okay, my guy, you just running your mouth though. Let's see it. Are you Tank fans gonna hold him accountable? Are y'all gonna ask Tank, yo, Tank, you said you want to knock out Crawford. Can we see it? When are y'all gonna ask him those questions? When are y'all gonna say, Tank, you just said Crawford ain't got a chin. We are your biggest supporters. We want to see you knock out Crawford. Are you going to do it? Hold his feet to the fire, bro. Just like you try to hold everybody else's to the fire. Then he says, Tank be nervous about his opponents for real. Haney picks his fighters knowing he already won. Bro, if you don't cut the bullshit. First of all, what fights have Tank fought that he was nervous about winning, my guy? Stop the bullshit, bro. All of the fights that he was nervous about winning, he never fought the people, which is Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tevin Farmer. Those are some names right there. Gary Russell, right? Why didn't Tank fight all those dudes? Those was the nervous fights that he didn't want. The dudes that was calling him out. He didn't take none of those. But guess who he did fight? So was he nervous about losing against Hector Garcia? Was he nervous about losing against Leo Santa Cruz? Was he nervous about losing against Isak Cruz? How about Rolly? Was he nervous about Rolly? He didn't seem nervous during the press conferences, right? When he said, well, yeah, Rolly ain't got no skills. Rolly ain't got no skills. He ain't got no nothing, no footwork, no nothing. Was he nervous against Ryan Garcia, who he said only had a left hook? Was he nervous fighting him? I don't think he was. So Dev picks fighters he know he already won against? No. That would be Tank Davis that does that. Don't try to put Tank's MO on Devin Haney, because that's what Tank does, not Devin. So did Devin know if he was going to beat Regis? And let's just say Devin did do that. Name me a fighter that don't do that. They all do it to a certain extent, right? So you ain't going to just throw that on Dev if that really is happening, right? You're not going to just throw that on Devin Haney, because all of them do that shit then, if that's the case, man. Which is bullshit. I don't think all of them do it. But if you're going to say Devin is doing that, then you got to say everybody else is doing the same thing, bro. And that is not what Devin is doing. He fought Regis because Regis had the belt. He fought Kambosos because Kambosos had the rest of the belts. What are you talking about? How did he know he already won? He had a rematch clause. He had to fight Kambosos again. And he said that's why he's so confident in the pre-fight. Bro, what are you talking about, man? Tank be just as confident as Devin do, right? He be just as confident as Devin do in his press conferences before fights, just like Devin, bro. And then after he cheat these cats up. What do you mean by cheat these cats up? I can't wait to see the excuses. No. When are you going to hold Calvin Ford and coach, the other coach of Tank Davis? When are you going to hold them accountable for their excuses? Explain to us why Calvin Ford don't want Haney or no other fighter. He don't want Haney mentioning Tank's name for a whole year. You don't want his peers mentioning him, bro? His own boxing peers? That don't even make no sense. What's the sense in that, bro? Makes zero sense. So this entire comment has been officially debunked. Y'all Tank fans are losing your mind. Y'all know what's happening is y'all understand quite well that your boy Tank is out here just running his mouth. He's not stepping. His words is making more noise than his actions, bro. It ain't fitting it. His handshake ain't matching his smile, bro. It ain't. So y'all can cut it out. Until we see this guy step in the ring with somebody viable, I can't take Tank Davis serious, bro. I just can't. You guys might take him serious because y'all just stuck off the knockouts and all that shit. But who has he really been knocking out? Smaller dudes and dudes that don't have no skill set. All the dudes that Tank been fighting been right in front of him, bro. He ain't fought no real boxer. Was Hector Garcia a real boxer? Nope. He was right in front of him all night. Was Leo Santa Cruz a real boxer? Nope. He was right in front of him all night. Was Ryan Garcia a real boxer? Nope. He was right in front of him all night. Was Rolly a real boxer? Nope. He was right in front of him all night. All the dudes Tank been fighting have flat feet, no head movement. They don't move around the ring. He gonna have problems when he get in the ring with somebody with power and can move, or with somebody that just can straight pure box his ears off. He's gonna have issues with Shakur. He's going to have issues with Devin. Those are the two that come to mind. He might even have issues with De Los Santos because he got the power and he can move and he got the speed. De Los Santos even moves his head a little bit. He got a little bit of movement going on there. He will have problems with those dudes. So Tank probably could beat Matias because Matias is a come forward dude. He probably could beat him. Probably that's questionable too. Could Tank's power hurt Matias? And I don't think it will. But my thing is, when is he gonna get in the ring with somebody with a different style? With some power and it can move? Or just a pure mover? When? Why hasn't he fought Shakur yet? Shakur right now is in his division. How come he ain't calling out Shakur Stevenson to go fight for his belt? I don't want to hear, but Shakur's performance was poor. I don't want to hear that. He got a belt, bro. Oh, yeah, that's right. The belts don't matter to Tank and them. That's right. He never was going to fight Shakur anyway. If Shakur would have washed De Los Santos or knocked him out or whooped his ass like Devin did Regis, Tank still wouldn't have fought him. Make it make sense, man. Y'all got to come at me better than this, man. But anyway, this is Rebel Life Boxing. Let me know what you think. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm off this.